What should Manchester United do with him? That's exactly what we asked over on ESPN FC. This was the results. 50% say sack him now, Steve Nicol.
I'm sorry, I'm not in that 50%. I don't see why you would sack him right now in the first place. They're sitting in a decent place in the league. They've got injuries. Everybody tells me that they're suffering because of injuries. I wouldn't sack him now. Listen, if he had his full team out and they were in the kind of position Chelsea are in, then I would think about sacking him, but not now.
Yeah, and the one thing that I would say, I wouldn't get rid of Louis van Gaal just yet. However, you look at a team, and we joke about the goal by Marouane Fellaini, but that's the sort of goals that Manchester United is scoring. That's what it's come down to. This is Manchester United. It's supposed to be this team that is exciting, that creates chances, create opportunities, historically an attacking team, good football, all of these things. Now, this is Manchester United. This is the reality. And when David De Gea is not making the saves, it ends up being a negative result for Manchester United. It's simple as that. They're going to scramble, they're going to get a goal here and there, just like the one that they scored against Bournemouth, and then after that they're going to hang on. It didn't happen against Bournemouth, and you'll see this team playing like this throughout the course of the season. Because there is not players. Lionel Messi is not walking through that door. Cristiano Ronaldo is not walking through that door. The best players in the world are not walking through that door. You got what you got, and those are the players that you're going to have to put out there.
But most of those players are injured at the moment. In defence of Manchester United, you take a look at their injury list going into this. Wayne Rooney out, Chris Smalling out, Luke Shaw out. You could go on and on and on. Does that not offer an excuse for United?
It offers an excuse, but a rather cheap one. I have no sympathy for the big clubs. Give them the money they spend. Manchester United, no exception at all. Give them the money they spend. Give them the players they let out the door, to then turn around and say, well, our squad simply wasn't deep enough. Young was on the bench unused. Fellaini taken off. Jones brought on in injury time. I mean, those are experienced players that cost a lot of money, and you pay a lot of money week in, week out. If you aren't using them and you aren't prepared to use them, then don't fall back on that excuse. Added to that, you allow the likes of Di Maria, Januzaj, Chicharito, who, as luck would have it, scores a hat-trick on the same day that you can't score anything other than a Fellaini knee bash. You're making your own troubles, and don't ask for sympathy if that's the case.
I think if Manchester United had been playing a top team with 8 players out, we could have some sympathy. Bournemouth had 5 out. So you telling me that at the start of the season, if somebody said you're going to play against Bournemouth and 5 of the regular starters wouldn't play, we would sit here going, well, they can stick the reserves out.
Including Callum Wilson in that, their leading scorer.
Yeah, so there is no excuse for losing at Bournemouth, and there's actually no excuse for losing the way they did, because they got outplayed.